What the fuck is up, everyone? Little different vibe for your Wednesday nights. Instead of Wicked, we're going to do a recap and a post show and a whole bunch of other fun shit. Give me just a minute here. I'm going to get this shared out everywhere. All right. I think I've got that out everywhere. Like I said, I'm getting pretty good at this whole technology shit. Matt Storm, welcome to the show. Just finishing out one last thing to do here. I'm going to pin the link for people to call in here. At least I'm sure as fuck gonna try to. Leo Angel, Brooklyn Joker, Kelly, thank you all very much. Welcome to the show. There we go. Got that pinned. That's all fucking done. Lady Devil, welcome to the show as well. Huge show tonight. Of course, off the heels of Sacrifest, our show of the year, our end of the season. So I put it in the chat, in the company chat. So I'm going to put it out here again. DM me your hashtag, please. There's a lot of people that I know were around. Shoot me a DM your hashtag. Let me know how to find you. That way we can get all this rolling. Because 1 week from tonight, we are live in the new season. Paul Utaker, welcome to the show as well. So this is your official countdown, if you will. Max Blaylock, welcome to the show. And of course, it wouldn't be a radio show, it wouldn't be a recap show or a panel show without the fucking panel. Mrs. Utaker, welcome.
Hello, 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 hello. Can you all hear me okay?
I can hear you fine. Can you guys hear Tiny all right?
Hey, Jeff. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome to the show as well, Jeff.
And on that note, DM privately, please. Not the main chat. because they get lost.
Wild Matt Outlaw, welcome to the show.
Hey, Matt.
Everyone getting in here. Said we got a lot of stuff to cover. So was giving people a couple of minutes, but like I said, we got a lot of shit to cover, so we're gonna get into it. I do see we have people waiting to call in. I'm gonna do the recap, and then I will definitely bring people on for interviews.
Ooh-wee.
So I'm gonna hold off on the contract case matches that kicked off our show, because we got a lot to talk about with them. So skipping those, we are going to jump into what I've got to say was the match of the night, if not match of the year. The dominating duo tag titles. Steel City Committee versus Death Ride. And they put on a clinic. Just an up and down war. Hell, I had to go have a beer after the damn match. But in the end, the Death Ride doing what the Death Ride has done. When the titles are on the line, they find a way to win. Sacrifest, no exception. Hello, Lita. Now, we also had a huge women's Hell in a Cell 4-way. One fall to a finish. And it was a hell of a finish, as Crushing Kelly, you see her out there, got the win over Goddess of Pain Wrestling Mama and Sarah Black. So huge win for Kelly, which will definitely play into a larger factor down the road. But I'll wait to get into that for another day.
You tease.
As I always say, you got to tune in to find out.
Yeah.
And I called it on air. Our next match that I'm going to talk about here, just a display of decimation.
Yeah, we won't talk about it.
Well, we're going to talk about it. That's what we're here for.
Jeff, you good?
As Paul Utaker went up against Andy Price, no holds barred. And for the first couple of minutes, they were back and forth. And then you could almost see a gear snap. And Andy Price, who, as soon as that gear snapped, decimated Paul Utaker in damn near record time. Definitely the fastest match of the night. Yeah, Paul, he definitely kicked your ass. And then some.
Like, I'm surprised you walked into the arena, son. I really, really, really am.
Of course, in a very disturbing turn of events, not so much of the match, but after the match, we had a death match with Azrael Black and Ghazi. Azrael won the match. But then after an exchange with Ghazi, Ghazi was skewered by Azrael. And just a violent post-match beatdown. It looked like the two of them, were shaking hands, good competition. And then I don't know what happened with Azrael. I've yet to hear anything about from Azrael. But the level of brutality from Azrael is something that we're not used to seeing much of. So we'll, of course, watch on that. I did announce a hardcore title coming this season. Maybe Azrael's trying to, put his name forward in that division. I don't know. So we will have to see how this all unfolds. Now, from the brutality to history. As the Ravishing Pair titles were on the line, the Silent Death, the champions who have been, as a team, undefeated, walked into Sacrifest as the defending champions. However, in a very good match, it still didn't hold a candle to the men's, but in a very good match, the Resistance Order makes history as the first ever 3-time Ravishing Pair champions. So big congratulations to both Lita and Steffi. Great back and forth match between the teams on that. For several moments, it looked like the champs were going to retain again. But in the end, credit to the Resistance Order for that. And in a day of first, Sunshine Marigold, been with the company since it started, has never had a one-on-one title opportunity until Sacrifest. He's been in multi-person matches, 6-pack challenges, 4-ways, come really close on every one of them, but never got the job done. However, looks like we lost Tiny there. She went up against Katie Nightwalker, of course, the daughter of myself and Raven, longtime Intercontinental champion, has held that title against former champions, against all comers. But after, again, everyone brought their A game. Great match for the title. But in the end, Sunshine Marigold becoming her first title reign in company history. The new Intercontinental champion. So big congratulations to Sunshine.
I got so excited I pushed my own damn button. Oops. Oops. Yes, congratulations, Sunshine. See, I'm so excited I can't even talk. I can't even talk. I'll just sit over here. Compose myself a little bit better. No, that was an exciting match. Back and forth. I loved it. Definitely. It was a great match.
Speaking of exciting matches and back and forth, the international title. Been vacant for a while since War retired.
Yep.
Atticus Black and the Drum Monkey.
Oh, that was a badass match.
A wrestling clinic.
Yeah, it was.
Didn't have the excitement and the high spots that we saw in the dominating duo match, but a wrestling clinic.
Yep. From bell to bell, yeah.
2 out of 3 submissions. And they brought everything.
Including, yeah. Yeah.
But in the end, tied 1-1. Atticus finally got the go-ahead submission. And for the second time in his career, is the international champion.
Mm-hmm.
So again, great match to both people. Our women's world champion, Amber Young, who has been dominant. No other way to say it. Dominant. With one exception. She has not lost to anyone since her return from hiatus. Cassie Madam Red, she won the Battle Royal. Lost the title to Amber originally, won the Battle Royal to get a rematch. But in the end, Amber proved why she's a destroyer and why she has been so dominant. And is still the women's world champion. Which I hear my panelists here very quiet. I'm sure she's not too thrilled with that result.
No, but I mean, what can you say? When you got it, you got it. And right now, Amber's got it in more ways than one. She's got the skill and she's got the belt to prove the skill. So I'm just, yeah.
And I've said, I know a lot of people do not like Amber, but I have openly said on multiple occasions, bell to bell,
she's
probably the most complete woman on the roster.
Yeah.
In terms of her in-ring skill.
Yep. She's, like I said, she's got it, and she's got the belt to prove it that she's got it. So, yeah. But
so, I know a lot of people don't like her. Hell, most days I don't like her.
Well,
but I will not take away from her athletic ability and her athletic achievements.
No, absolutely. No.
And from the women's world title, we went to the men's world title. Jester, who has been on an equal tear, faltered a couple of times. One in a singles match, one in a tag match. But other than that, has been dominant. Going up against a man who has been with the company since day one. The badass bartender, Ripper Springheel, has never earned a world title opportunity in the company. He's been close, but then just never fell through. Cards didn't fall right. On the biggest stage of them all, the badass bartender made the most of his opportunity and is the new world heavyweight champion for the first time in his Sacrifice career. So big shout out there for Ripper. Congratulations. Congratulations to all the winners.
Yes, absolutely. To Ripper, the bartender with the mostest.
And then, of course, I'm going to address the elephant in the room.
Yes.
The Warzone match. Didn't go my way. Not even close.
How is everybody? Jeff, are you good, dude? Is Aiden good?
As far as I'm aware, everybody is good.
Because that was some shit.
But I mean, in the end,
a deal's a deal.
A deal is a deal. So, of course, the champions that had defenses, they will get their matches first. The ones that are qualified for automatic rematches. So Katie, Jester,
okay,
the Silent Death, they will get their rematches first before anything else happens.
Okay.
They are contractually owed that.
Okay.
Then we will move to Dominion's matches. as winning Warzone, they all qualify for title opportunities. But after Dominion gets their opportunities, I know there's some people out there looking really hard, and we had 2 other matches at the show. We had 2 contract in a case matches. Now, those contract in a case matches, the rules were simple. We started with 6 wrestlers. The first 2 out, you're done. You get nothing. However, the last 4, as they exited the ring, were each given a case decided by random. Inside those cases are title opportunities. And we're going to open those cases live on air right now.
Nice. Okay, let's go. Hey, LD, by the way. Matt, by the way.
So we're going to get this done here. So you guys should be able to see here. This is the woman's cases.
Yes.
Now, the way this works, you see the four case opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
The winner of the overall match will be spun first, giving them the most opportunity for variety.
Okay. Fair enough.
And that winner was Hot Fire Rose. So we're going to see right now what Hot Fire Rose got.
Hey, Blaze. Welcome in.
Oh, Hot Fire Rose with a ravishing pair.
Shit.
Tight tag title shot.
Lida. Stuffy. Looky. Who we got cooking? She'll be up next, I'm sure.
So, what makes this very interesting... Blaze, how you doing, brother? So what makes this even more interesting is Hot Fire Rose doesn't have a partner.
Interesting.
So now
what?
Oh, now what is she can find a partner and they have an automatic tag title shot. Now, the runner-up in the match was Missy Harris. Just came back recently, put on a hell of a match in that 6-woman. So we'll see just how well Oh, well, speaking of Marigold Blaze,
Yep.
Your daughter does have to defend the title against Katie in her rematch. But after Katie,
lookies who's up next,
Missy Harris has an Intercontinental title shot against your daughter.
Let's go, Missy.
So this next spin will determine between Susie the Elf and Lady Devil. It is Lady Devil's case.
Okay.
Obviously.
Right.
Susie will get whatever is left over.
Okay.
So for Lady Devil's case, she's in a prime opportunity here, the luck of the draw. She's either getting a world title match or a title match of her choice.
Wow. Close the wheel. You're welcome.
And Lady
You're
Devil will
welcome.
receive a shot at the women's world title.
You're welcome. A little voodoo hoodoo for you, LD.
Which means Susie will receive a title opportunity of choice. So, congratulations again to all of the women. But the women weren't the only ones that had all the fun.
Nope, gentlemen.
And I know Matt Outlaw is out there, and he has been anxiously waiting this. Not Matt Outlaw, Matt Storm.
Listen, he's not the only one. Storm's brewing up a storm because he's been excited
Matt
for since Sunday.
Yeah, I meant Matt Storm to start with.
That dude, he's blowing in a hurricane as much as he's been excited about this. So he better be in chat to watch this, or I'm going to wring his neck.
Now, of course, same way with the women. Our winner was Rob Machete.
Hi, Rob.
So he gets his opportunity first.
Let's roll.
Oh, Rob gets a title shot of his choice.
Woo, Rob.
So, champions beware. The drunk Canadians coming for one
for you. Yep.
Now, speaking of Matt Storm, perfect thing. We were just talking about him.
Okay.
You're up.
Blows the wheel.
Oh my. We got ourselves a possibility of a rematch.
Jump.
Matt Storm, a former international champion,
Inc.
beating Atticus for that title. And that's the match that Atticus got injured in.
Yes, it was.
So now, if Atticus wins his defense that he has against the member of Dominion.
Hey, Matt. You're welcome. You're welcome.
I mean, I agree, Kelly. He's either going to love or hate it.
Fans are going to love this.
And we are down now. Kelly Mavericks, the California Kid. No, excuse me, Joker.
Joker, I was going to say, I thought
Joker will have the spin. Mavericks will get the last item that is left.
Clients over the world or the dominating dual tag.
So, Joker, what do we have in store?
World title.
Oh. Which means Kelly Mavericks
has the tag titles.
Which is interesting because another guy that doesn't have a partner right now.
Are these going to be in 24, Mordrin? Or are they going to?
Yes, these will be in the new season because the new season officially kicks off next Wednesday.
Well, I mean, tag teams do reset. So
again, congratulations to everyone that took part in these contract case matches.
Yes, congratulations.
Something new I wanted to bring and try.
Yeah, it worked out pretty good. I like it.
We will see how the chips fall now.
Or the barricades.
I mean, that's true. But you know, the link has been up top to call in, and we got a couple of people to call it that are calling in to talk with. Of course, anyone else can call in, but we are going to bring our first guest on. Crushing Kelly Black.
Yes, Joker.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Welcome to the show.
Hey.
And then Joker. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it will be if
Partner, yep.
Ripper has to give Jester his rematch.
Right.
And then Dominion has their title opportunity.
Yep. So Dominion will be before the cases then.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, sis.
Hey, Rusty Mama. Hey.
You'd be very proud of your girl.
Yes, Missy.
She returned with an impact.
Yes, she sure did. Woo!
But speaking of impacts, Kelly, big win at Sacrifest.
Yes.
In that women's four-way.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, that will definitely go something down the road.
Okay.
I'm not going to get into the details yet.
Of course, you're going to keep it from me.
He's a tease. He's a detail tease.
Hey, I'm good at what I do.
Oh, by the way, I have to put this out there. Tiny Mama said that War Games match was some shit. Yeah, it was some bullshit.
Right, well, yeah.
I mean,
just saying.
I'm not happy with it, but
there was a lot of concern on my part for my family on Mord's team.
Yes.
Mr. Yu took one heart punch and he was down. Paul took one heart punch and he was down. Aiden took two before he was down. That's not something to sneeze about. For him to take two of the ones that my husband and my son took, he was the
Brian
one.
LG, welcome to the show.
Wasn't that Chance that was in the match on the family side?
Yes,
I didn't know.
Chance.
Was it not Mr. Yu?
No, it was Chance, Jeff, Aiden, and Morgan. Correct?
Yeah. It was.
It was.
Yeah, it was. There it goes.
He poofed. He poofed. He disappeared.
I have to draw, and I also have to make this comment. I meant it as far as one. I am very, very, very proud of my husband for his winning back the international title. But I meant it. He's either going to love this or he's going to hate it. That kill shot got the title shot for his title in the case, because this crap between the two of them goes beyond Sacrifice and LTD. It happens in my damn company, calling Killshot a bum every time he's in the freaking match.
Well, the one thing, not to wish him bad luck or anything, but I will address the elephant in the room. He may not even be champion by then.
Yeah, because of the rematch from Drum Monkey has.
Drum does not get a rematch. He will face.
He doesn't.
The title was vacant. You must defend the title one time.
To
qualify for an automatic rematch.
So it's a matter of if he gets past the person from Dominion.
Yes.
Okay. Well, fingers crossed he gets past one of the stupid fuckers from Dominion. Just say it.
Kelly,
yeah, I've
greater men than he have fallen.
I've got tried to get an answer as to who it's going to be, because they don't all get shots. I made that clear to them that this isn't some merry-go-round bullshit.
Right. They're probably going to leave the shit till last minute just to keep you guessing.
One of them will get a world title shot. One of them will get an international title shot. 2 of them will get dominating duo title shots. Mallory will receive a women's world title shot. That's it.
Now, knowing how certain Nightwalkers work, I would not put it past Robert to go for the world, and Orion and the other motherfucker going as a pair as the title, and Cillian or Killian doing the Intercontinental. But I don't know. So
I mean,
I would
it's
just
a
prepare
possibility.
for
That's that I've
all
not heard.
combinations and thereof. So have fun with this, y'all, because it could be anyone, everyone.
Nacho, welcome to the show, brother.
Hey, Nacho.
A jinx.
And yes, Max, I'm okay. I've got a little bit of super glue holding part of my head together.
God, super glue.
I wasn't gonna let him put stitches in me. Fuck that. That means I gotta go back. Super glue that shit back together.
You're just like my husband. He hates doctors. He hates hospitals. Blah 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 blah. He'll do whatever to avoid it.
But like I said, definitely huge win for you at Sacrifest.
Yes.
Getting that win, what does that symbolize to you?
Well, as I said on the pre-show, I couldn't look past any of my opponents. Goddess I've known for a long while. Mama I've known a long while. Sarah's my sister-in-law. And you kind of have to make it like, doesn't matter how much experience all 3 of them have, you got to treat them like they've been around for 10, 15, 20 years and could easily take you out. And I could easily meet one of these people down the line if I'm going for a title shot of any kind. So could not underestimate or overlook any of my opponents.
Well, I'll put this much out there. You will potentially be facing one of them.
Okay.
I just read what Nacho said. Oh my god.
Are you okay over there, Tiny Mama?
Yeah, I just read what Nacho said. I'm giggling over there.
Be in part of the next title qualifier.
Hey, how's the weather up there, Kelly? Read what Nacho said. Read what Nacho said.
Oh, Hugo, hello and welcome.
What now?
Hey, Hugo.
I know you're listening. I know you're lurking.
She can look past her opponents. I got you vertically challenged, lady. Thanks a lot, Nacho.
Isn't he the best?
So I will put it to you this way, Kelly.
Yes.
You will be in the next title contenders challenge.
Okay.
What that's going to entail, you're going to have to wait and find out.
Again, another detail tease. Yeah,
but what I will tell you, Sarah was promised to be a spot in the next contention series as well.
Well,
so potentially you will be facing one of them.
Well, Sarah may not have as much experience as I do, but she sure as hell fights like she does.
And I'm going to call a spade and address it. You may not like to hear it. She's beat Amber. You haven't.
Yeah, throw it out there.
That's my job.
He didn't just throw it out there.
That is my job in this role.
Put it on a billboard.
As the owner, on the panel, that is my job.
And he is spouting facts. She came in. Was it her debut or the show after that she did that?
It was about a show or so after, but she is the only person to pin Amber since Amber returned from her hiatus.
Yep.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Amber ain't no joke. I don't like her ass, but she ain't no joke.
Triple Beat, Jake Bagwell, welcome both of you. Hey,
Hey.
Beat, you may want to go back a little bit later. Your boy got a nice opportunity coming his way. But thank you, Kelly, for being on. I am going to actually drop you off and bring the next person on who is waiting.
No problem, Uncle Mord.
And again, anyone else that wants to call in here, talk about the show, talk about the past show or what's coming forward, which I'll still be announcing more of later. The link is pinned to the top. But our next guest has had also a big match at Sacrifest. It didn't go the way it was planned. Please welcome Jeff Matthews.
Hey, Jeff.
I was in the silent mode. I thought of that plan like that, Mordrin. I was like mad quiet. My back still in pain. And I thought of that. I was in shock that I was in your fourth member in the war zone, of course. But it was fucking crazy. But I'm going to say this. My back is still in pain a bit. But I'll still stand tall as the lone soldier I am. But I'm going to say this. It was fucking hell.
Yeah, it was.
As the match is named, it was a war.
Absolutely.
It was worth
I
it.
don't think me.
No, it was worth it. Every single time I was doing, I have to help your sons out. I have to help you out, Mordrin. And I know I fail you, but I know next time we go and deal with them again. But I okay. But I want a match with them. I okay it to be separately. I might ask your son Aiden if he got my back with me. I okay if I'm going to do a 1-on-1, 2-on-2. I okay. I want to deal with them.
Yeah, that we can definitely see where that goes. I said the new season will officially start next Wednesday.
Understood.
So we will see how everything goes with that. Like I said, the match didn't go our way. What I know you want the match with Dominion. Outside of that, what's your next steps you're looking at?
I understand that you're going to bring out the hardcore division.
Yes, that was one of the announcements I'm going to talk about later, is there will be a hardcore division starting this season.
I understand Azrael wanted so badly. I remember, like, since the day I was beginning call, I was joining some companies. Like, the first hardcore championship is called Redefine. So I was look at that belt back in my house, of course, and I still look at it. I'm like, you know what? I think it's time for me to join the hardcore division. And you will see how many skills you will see in me.
Very good. So we know that is definitely coming. More news will come on that later as to how that will be decided.
I think you'd be good in that, actually, Jeff. I think this is me. I'm gonna have to
It's because I've been with the craziness I am a crazy high flyer. So I'm like, you know what? I'm thinking more doing need a hardcore division group, of course. You got Ashley here, and you got myself as a former hardcore legend himself. I'm just saying.
True.
Now, I will say, Killshot, I'm not sure if you heard earlier, but your case was opened earlier. Did you hear, or did you want to go back?
.5 minutes later.
Said if you missed it, I can tell you what it was.
He rules the Dino division. Yes, of course. Yes.
I'm the
Oh, my
Godzilla. I know I am.
Well, the members of Dominion get their title shots first. But you, sir, are holding a guaranteed contract for the international title. But yes, definitely stay tuned to hear more about the hardcore division coming. I'm going to drop you off, Jeff, and because I have other callers here waiting, I'm going to get them in.
Yeah, go ahead, Modrin.
Thank you definitely for showing up with it.
Always.
Now, we talked a little bit about the death match. And we talked about the effects after the match. So please welcome right now Ghazi. Welcome to the show.
Howdy.
So first off, not as brutal of a match as I expected between you two, honestly, but hard hitting nonetheless.
Which is why I was mostly surprised by the aftermath.
The aftermath is where the brutality really came in. What are your thoughts on that situation?
He's asking for someone who doesn't exist anymore is his first issue. His second issue is about a 7'6" red angry man.
That will be interesting as well.
I see your comment, Mrs. U. What do you want to come into the camera shot?
But it will be. I definitely did see the comments on that from Anska. And where that goes, that will be interesting to say the least, especially with the hardcore division coming. Which I'm sure falls right down Anska's alley.
We raised him real well.
But, I haven't had a chance to actually check in there with you health-wise. You're doing good after the match, or?
I'm fine. It ain't the first time I've been skewered and bleeding.
So, and like I said, the new season starting on Wednesday. What are your thoughts going forward for your plans?
Yeah, what Nacho said. Anka comments, I think he just grunts. So as far as plans go, I did allude to this in the Skype chats beforehand, but I have a goal in this new season once I start coming around again. I intend the first ever person to hold both divisions' world titles. Doesn't have to be at the same time, but I'm going to get the other one.
So you do have a history of already having the men's world title in the company?
I'm fully in favor of stepping into just one division if it means one or both of my boys possibly gets a better opportunity. We'll see.
Definitely, because it would be that is one thing, because I know I have heard the goals on that, and that is the one thing I have looked at. It would be one division. You will have to choose the division.
Thank you, Nacho. No, Angelina has a point. She has a point.
And Atticus saying his brother is a dumbass. That's not a secret.
It's not the first time we've known this. I mean, the person he wants to come back, hell, told him to crush somebody's throat once and he went and did it. I'm going to go ahead and make Mrs. U jealous right quick.
Yes, I mean, I may as well address that since you're here as well, Nacho. I am interested in hiring you as a guest referee for the next season.
Oh, that's going to be so good.
If you are interested in coming along. Uh-oh.
The booze. I'll get you back later.
So we will talk more on that, Nacho. But yes, I am interested in bringing you on as a special referee.
Do you have any powder left in you?
All right, there we go. So Nacho will be making appearances as a referee in the company.
Tiny's a ghost, says Atticus.
So yeah, definitely. Because I wasn't sure if you were going to go towards that women's title or if you were going to go for the hardcore title. Because right now it is only in the men's division.
I feel like you can testify to when I say enough of the men know how hard I can swing a chair.
True.
The girlies still need to find out.
Well,
except Lita. She knows.
keep in mind that going forward in the new season, disqualifications count.
Not if Nacho doesn't see them.
That is one of the big changes with the next season. Disqualifications will count, and a title can and will change hands on a disqualification.
Something I wish more shows did. Like okay. When I say that, I'm not telling everyone in chat to change their show to that rule. I'm saying I don't like the way Champions Advantage works. So I'm glad you are doing your own version to get rid of it.
Not only get rid of it, but I wanted to bring the hardcore title this season. And when I looked at the company dynamic, what good is a hardcore title when every match is basically hardcore rules?
Right.
There's no difference between that and the world title.
Let me just
there'll be a difference.
Let me just keep going in the chat here because
and
I have a lot. Okay.
I don't know if you saw the comment in the chat. Kelly is open to facing you in the ring.
I feel like that's just been a long time coming.
So, might even have a first match lined up.
And then we'll go ahead and just complete this trio here. There's an anime store like 5 minutes from where I live. They sell the life sizes.
Ah.
I've been taunting the owner, asking when he's going to get on the life size Charizard, and he was like, "You realize that would be like $700?" I was like, "I don't care. I'll still buy it." That's just Sarah. Where's the chart? My boy. I also got an Eevee, a Pichu, and a Espeon sitting over there for those who know their Pokemon.
I know a little bit, not much. I was too busy punching people in the face by that point.
Well, I just swam out of somebody's ball sack at that point, so
Yeah, I was busy punching a lot of people.
it's a Hugo.
Sarah, welcome to the show. And Hugo officially in the show.
I'm just gonna real quick. When
Oh
I say
my goodness.
because I saw someone say nice collection, and I was just like, oh, they have no idea.
Well, I do have another caller on waiting in the wings, so I'm going to get to them. Of course, anyone else out there who does want to call, the link is at the top. Thank you again, Ghazi. And we will see where things go.
Thank you. I will see y'all soon. I will punch a lot of you in the face soon, too.
So our next caller didn't have a match at Sacrifest. His wife did, and his protege did. As we said, didn't go very well for them. But I'm definitely going to bring him on, get his comments on the card itself, because he's watching the show. Please welcome the Enforcer, Jake Bagwell. How you doing,
What's up,
partner?
my partner?
Feel like I got hit by a fucking train.
Well, I kind of noticed things didn't quite go the way you expected it to go.
No.
But, I would have to say, as a spectator, as a fan, that was one hell of a match.
Thank you. No, it did not go the way we wanted, but...
But, yeah, they won. They get the title shot. But this is not done. They will get their justified dues.
Yeah, they do have that title opportunity, as stated.
But, I know my girls, they lost their titles.
Yeah.
It was a hell of a match. It was a good match. But, you don't count out Whisper. You don't count out Jay. They're coming back to them titles. They're coming back bigger and stronger and harder.
Well, they will have an automatic rematch because they did successfully defend the title prior to losing. That is the rule in the company. You have to successfully defend the title once to automatically get a rematch. So they'll get a rematch.
The biggest thing on the whole card that I really seen that stood out to me, though, it was that women's world title.
That was a great match. I said the one that stood out the most to me, and I've said was the match of the night. To me, hands down, was the Steel City Committee and the Death Ride.
The who?
Yeah. I know you don't want to give them credit, but I will say this though, Steel City finally got to that pinnacle where they needed to get, after all this time. And Death Ride, they kept a grip on them tag team titles forever. Well, they've retained them against the committee.
I didn't really ever see them giving them titles up,
Yeah, at this point, I'm not sure them losing those titles. That's the question. Once again, we reset to the question: who can stop the Death Ride?
Well, as much as I hate to say this, and how much it gets into my call, but I'm going to go ahead and say, good job, Steel City.
Yeah,
you got the titles.
No, they did not.
That's not the hard part. That's not the hard part.
Jake, they didn't win the titles.
I thought they did.
No. The Death Ride retained.
That's right.
It was still, to me, the match of the night.
Too much beer, I guess.
So take nothing away from the Steel City Committee.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, though,
And Firestar, welcome to the show.
With any title, though, Mordrin, getting the title is one thing. But, keeping the title, that's a whole different story.
And that's where the position the Death Ride's been in. They've had those titles now, the longest championship reign from any division in company history.
But Death Ride though, they are just a phenomenal team as it is. They're young, they're strong. Kind of reminds me of the days of Boots and Blood.
Yeah, we had our runs.
I mean, but as they say, all good things come to an end.
Oh yeah.
So who's going to be the big card to stop this train called Death Ride?
That's the question. That is going to be the
I
question.
mean,
We got to see. I know next for them.
I know you got Dominion coming up, so they got a shot at the titles.
They'll face 2 members of Dominion.
Do you have any idea? You have any idea who they're going to be facing?
No, I've told them the rules, but I have not gotten a response back as to how that's going to be divvied up. Because we ain't doing no ring around the roses bullshit here. 2 members will get a tag title shot. 1 member will get the international shot. 1 member will get a world title shot. And their female competitor gets the women's title shot.
Now that we're moving into the 24th season, how's that going to shape up? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Well, the first thing that's going to happen is those that are owed rematches will get their rematches first. And then from there, it will come down to the Dominion shots. And then the contract and the case shots.
Okay, because my boy, he's ready to step in, sacrifice, and pick up where I left off at.
No, and he definitely, the new season starts next Wednesday. I can confirm Austin will be on the new season.
And
Misty
I have
Harris,
a lot of
welcome to the show, and congratulations on that case.
And I have a lot of stake in that title, that international title, because I've held that title a few times.
Yeah. Atticus now the new champion. He'll defend against a member of Dominion, and then he will face Matt Storm if he retains against Dominion.
Well, I done talked to Austin. We talked back and forth, and that's going to be his main focus of getting that belt.
Andy Price, welcome to the show as well.
He wants to carry on that family legacy of that belt.
Oh, that'll be a thing. When people come in, they get an opportunity. What they do with that opportunity determines where they go from there.
Now, I miss you talking about the case. So who all got what?
Yeah, I will recap. I see a lot of people coming in, so we'll definitely recap there. On the men's side of it, Joker got a world title shot.
Nice.
Matt Storm has an international title shot.
Awesome.
Kelly Mavericks has a tag title shot.
Oh, boy.
And Rob Machete has a choice shot.
What's the choice?
Whatever he chooses.
In other words, that's like playing the wild card, huh?
He's got the wild card.
Ooh, Joker's high. Ooh.
Now, on the women's side,
I have to say, Morgan, you make things pretty interesting. You're shaking things up.
Well, that's the plan. And we're not done shaking things up yet. More on that later.
But, it's just overall, the whole show was great.
Oh, thank you.
I just hate to see how you get your ass handed to you, but things happen.
Hey, I got probably half a tube of super glue in my fucking head holding me together right now.
But, sometimes you got to get knocked on your ass, get back up, and get a little bit more piss and vinegar in you.
Oh, I don't think I need any more piss and vinegar in me. Ask my wife.
I'm just saying, sometimes you get your ass knocked down. It brings you back to focus where you need to go.
Now, on the women's side of the case, Lady Devil has a world title opportunity.
Yeah.
Missy Harris has an intercontinental title opportunity.
Nice.
Hot Fire Rose has a Ravishing Pair tag title opportunity.
Interesting.
Susie the Elf has the wild card choice opportunity.
Oh, man, there's so many variations that can happen there, you know. That opens a whole new gates of what ifs.
Yeah, that's as
But you know, far as the women's tag team title, it doesn't matter who wins or who's holding what. Silent Death is going to come back and claim them titles. They held them titles for a long time before they was defeated.
Definitely. And I do have another caller coming in, so thank you very much for coming on, partner.
I'll talk to you later, Mortar, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Adios, brother.
You know it, brother.
Peace.
And ladies and gentlemen, as I said in the recap, this person shocked a lot of people, and in some ways, myself included. Please welcome Andy Price. Welcome to the show,
Lord.
Andy.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for having me.
Congratulations on the big win.
Yep, thank you very much. I'm not shocked. In fact, I thought before the match, I think I could beat Paul.
Well, no, I wasn't shocked that you
everything
won.
ran my way.
It wasn't a matter I was shocked that you won. I said years ago, you're the future of this business.
Yep.
What surprised me was in how short order you won.
Yes. That, I'll be honest, shocked me when Paul did not kick out when I hit the pay the price. Even for 5 seconds, I was like, wait, it's over already? But,
that's what surprised me.
Yeah. I'll see that. I was even surprised too. So, yeah. First of all, I'll give props to Max and Shadow Press for retaining the tag titles. Guys, hopefully you can keep them for a while. And though if it ends up being me and Drum or me and whoever challenging you for them, we're probably going to come and try and get them off you. But now, as we're changing over from 23 to 24, I've got a few goals and a few new targets I want to tick off. What's coming up after what happened at Sacrifest, particularly looking at singles gold.
I was going to ask what were your plans going forward.
Well, definitely singles gold. World title, if I'm good enough to get the opportunity to it, definitely aiming that. But in the short term, maybe the international title, because that looks very interesting. And got a couple of guys going for it, and Atticus and Matt Storm. I've got a few scores to settle with both of them. Now, I respect both, but I've got more than a few scores to settle with the pair of them. So, all I'm going to say to them, gentlemen, best of luck in your match against each other. Beat the absolute living heck out of each other if you can. Just know I'm going to be waiting. Because I think I showed at Sacrifest, the Death Ride's not just Max and SP. Don't forget about Andy. Otherwise, I'll remind you. And if I have to remind you by knocking you out, pinning you, or tapping you out, I will do that. Gloves are off now.
Very well.
I'm
And now,
coming for everything.
Now, also, I know you mentioned the international title. Remember, the hardcore division is starting soon as well. Is that something you've got your eye on?
I'm torn because, on the other hand, I have a pretty decent record of hardcore matches, but there's the part of me there that's a wrestling part of me that wants to be like, oh, I just want to out wrestle guys. But
No,
there's that
definitely.
Deep, dark. We saw it a bit in my match with Paul. When he hit me with that DDT, I thought I was seeing stars, but part of me liked it when he kept hitting me as hard as he could, and I kept getting up. I think that shocked him. And I think a lot of the guys in the hardcore division would find out. You can hit me with everything, even the kitchen sink, if you can bring it to the ring with you. But I'm going to keep getting up, keep standing. There's an old saying, fall 7 times, stand up 8. I'll always stand up the 8th time.
Oh, definitely. I do have one more caller to bring on here. Thank you very much for coming on.
No worries, Maud. Thanks for having me.
I'll definitely. I'm going to bring on
Yep.
the last caller here, and then I'm going to do kind of a preview of
worries.
what's to come for everybody.
Thank you.
So I'm hesitant to do this, but there is someone to come on air, and I'm just going to bring him on. Anska. Welcome to the show. Coming through very, very faint. And we just lost Anska. Needless to say, I'm a little more at ease. I'm retired. I don't want to be near a guy that throws fucking barricades. I already feel like I got hit by a fucking train. But I mentioned things going forward. And I've been saying a lot, there's a lot of new things coming with the channel. We've already been talking about one of them. That's the changes to the rules and the hardcore division. Both of those are going to be huge changes for the channel. But the biggest change that I am very happy to at least announce the beginning details on, we're adding a new show to the channel. Now, the exact day will be determined still. I'm still working on that detail. But this isn't going to be your standard wrestling show. This is going to be a little bit different situation. The show coming, the title of it is going to be called In the Corner. And basically what this show is going to be, it's going to be a weekly show where I will sit down with one of the talent and we're going to have an interview and conversation. Going to be a different person every week. But it's going to be an interview talk show with people both on the roster now, on the roster in the past, going over their life in this industry. We can definitely set that up. Like I said, I don't have a date yet. I'm still working on the exact date and everything. to get all the final details. But that is one of the biggest changes coming to the channel. And speaking of coming to the channel, I do have another caller I'm going to bring on real quick. The person that shocked everyone at Sacrifest. How you doing, boy?
Well, I've got good news and I've got bad news. Which one do you want first?
Don't matter to me. I take it all the same.
All right, well, I'm going to give you guys the bad news. The bad news is I'm not actually here. This is a hologram. The good news is I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico.
So, Warzone didn't go the way we wanted.
So I want to talk about that really quickly. A lot of you guys out there, you've been paying attention. You know, Dominion was something that I personally had a hand in. The creation of the execution of, and then I quit giving a shit. So I just walked away from it. Like, just totally walked away from it. It kind of left the company a little bit. Like, it just took some time to myself. In that time, I reflected on everything, who I am, who I keep around me, who has instilled what beliefs into my brain, just everything in general. And I had a chance epiphany, if you will. That doesn't work, but I'm gonna do it. I had a chance epiphany, if you will. It was revealed to me in a stupor of sorts. So it was a long night of partying, drinking. You know how it is.
Yeah.
It was revealed to me that in order for me to do the one thing that I've never been able to do in this business, I would have to change everything again. What is that one thing that I've never been able to do in this business? It's deliver a moment so monumental that no one, not even me, saw it coming. And that's exactly what happened. I got the phone call. You asked me, hey, I've got this big match coming up. Got room for one more? What do you say? I asked you who it was up against. You told me Dominion, and for a little bit, I didn't want to do it. I wasn't gonna do it. That was just not gonna happen. You want me to go against one of my own personal pet projects? Like, that just doesn't sit right with me. But then I thought about it. What a better way to make that moment than to show up in that match. And that's exactly what I did. When family calls, you kind of got to be there for your family. Doesn't matter what they need. The hell, it doesn't even matter why. Just got to be there. So I was there.
And it
Now, with
was a moment.
Dominion picking up that win, congratulations. No denials. We all went to war within that fucking structure. There was a lot of blood. There was a lot of sweat, and I think I did see a tear or two in a couple of eyes. Very hard fought victory. It means nothing. I want you guys to be proud of yourselves because you did manage to secure that victory, but don't take too much pride in what you've done because it means nothing. As someone who had a hand in your creation, I am damn sure gonna have a hand in your destruction. So keep your eyes very close to your screens. Keep them Full 360 all around you. Your head better stay on the swivel because everybody who knows me knows there's nothing that I like more than a dimly lit hallway.
Now, does it change your mindset with the revelation a week before the match that Robert's your brother?
Hell no. I beat the shit out of Aiden. I'll beat the shit out of him too. Welcome to the family. Here's a knuckle sandwich.
Just when I thought I found all of you guys.
Now I'm pretty sure there's still a few more out there, Pop.
Bite your tongue, son.
Hey man, I'm just saying the good book said to spread your seed and bear fruit, and you damn sure did that.
I said challenge accepted.
So here is the one thing that I will say in regards to little bro over there. You, like me, are very headstrong. You, like me, think you were doing the right thing in going up against your father. You, like me, think that you can actually do some sort of change, some sort of drastic implementation of a new system. You, like me, are a little misguided. So, me, like Pop, is going to use these two fists here to beat a little bit of sense into you. And by the time that you and I have finished brawling it out all over America, because God knows it's not going to stay just confined into the building. Oh, no, 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 buddy. It is going to be on site wherever. Don't care. I can catch you at the airport. You better not have your hands on your bags, so they better be ready to go up. I am guaranteeing you, little bro, that I'm gonna little bro you. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna punish you. I am going to give you every single noogie, swirly, wedgie that you missed out on in your childhood, just so that way you can know what a real family feels like. And after I am finished punishing you for your stupidity, I'm gonna welcome you into the fold with open arms.
Yeah, I had hoped maybe with the revelation and maybe the fact that they got the War Games win would smooth some things over. But when I delivered the rules for it, the only response was, "Are you done?"
Sounds familiar.
So,
What can I say? Little bro learned well from his time underneath me, but not well enough.
so at this point, I don't know what title he will be going for. Because again, the rules I gave them is 2 of them have a tag title shot. 1 of them has a world title shot. 1 of them has an international title shot. Mallory has the women's world title shot. They didn't give me any indication of who's doing what.
Well, I'm going to give you a very clear indication of what I'm doing, and that is making sure that none of them walk out with gold. Make your choices, choose them fast. Choose something that protects your match. Because if you don't, better believe I'm going to come screw you over.
Definitely. And other than beating them up, which I fully endorse that. I have no problem with that. I don't mind beating them up at all. What are your other plans going forward with the new season? The new hardcore division's coming.
I'm going to be completely honest with you, Pop. I'm getting up there in age, man. I think it's about time that I take my left foot and shove it so far up my little brother's ass that he doesn't even think about trying to get that world title before me. Okay, like there's no way in hell that I'm letting this little bitch come into the company and get the world heavyweight championship before me. My eyes are on the same thing they have always been on, and that is the prize. I want every single title I have yet to win in this company, which is every single title.
I was going to say that's basically all of them.
Every single one. And I'm coming with fire lit in my belly. If you're not prepared for me, you might not be able to stop me. So good luck to anyone who is gunning for the same championships. I don't care which one they are. I don't care who it is that is holding them. Don't care. It's my time. I've yet to make my name in my father's company. It starts now.
And there you hear it, everyone. Thank you very much, son, for coming on. I always appreciate it. I'm going to get ready to wrap this up. So I'm going to bring everyone back in. Oh, go ahead.
I would like to just say a little thing here. And it is something that is kind of been stewing with me for a little bit now. This is a little out of character if you guys out there listening don't mind, but life is short. Life is incredibly short. Time is something that we may not have a lot of, even though it feels like we do. Never, ever let anything from any of these shows actually prevents you from having a meaningful relationship and or connection with the people involved. We have a lot of great, beautiful people that are here in our community. We have a lot of brilliant individuals around here, and a lot of them don't get much love. They don't get a lot of praise for the shit that they do. Like, life is too short for people to start creating issues and grudges between themselves and because of shit that they misconstrued or because of a thought that they have, because someone is a little reckless with the way that they trash talk or whatever the case may be. Put all of that shit to the side. If it ain't fun, ignore it. Get your fun in and get the fuck away from the drama. Like, we gotta take care of our community. We gotta take care of each other. Like, you don't know when the last time you'll be interacting with one of these people are. You don't want to have that thought swirling in your head that, ah man, I was a total dick to this person. So let's spend some time actually like making something beautiful of our community because it is beautiful. But we spend a lot more time tearing each other down than building each other up. Let's fix that.
Definitely, that plays in a lot to how I close out the shows. And I'm actually getting ready to close it out in that way. So great lead in. You want to kind of follow up and piggyback off what was said? Life doesn't have a restart button. There's no redos. And more times than not, we don't get a second chance. Make the most of every opportunity for yourself and for everyone around you, because we never know what the next person's going through. This has been our show today. Thank you all very much for being here. If you like what you've seen, hit that thumbs up button. If you're not a member of the Eternity Broadcasting family, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell for notifications so you never miss a moment of the action. Like we announced, new show coming. I look forward so much to sitting down with each one of you that I can individually and having that individual time and, putting you out there in the community more. But again, thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it. And the way we always go out here, be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Peace out, fuckers.